about your hating little daddy, LeBron, your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like Mushu. Love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Snack of my. One brick, one miss, rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I?
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, come on.
Levis going to the air right away. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And Levis going back to the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
Fights through, and now a crease. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
At the 18-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Hall to start the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Levis to throw it. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray.
And, oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Army! 29's down, 22 Rita. 20 Rita. Hey, mayday.
Levis sets up to throw here. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kenneth Murray in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And taken right at the 35. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 47-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right 5-4. Tracy.
Levis out of the shotgun now. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike Zero. Mike Zero.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Levis from the gun. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go.
Now Levis. Touchdown! Traylon Burks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans get a bit closer. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Levis looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
Linda.
2nd and long. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Like 5-4! Like 5-4! Set!
Here's Levis. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
All again on second down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He finds Wilson, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Levis now off of play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
On play action, Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jets extend their lead yet again. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Levis back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Rodgers now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here we go. Tonight.
Levis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Levis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, he shifts past him. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Abanikanda is in. Touchdown, Jets.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. That'll go for a gain of 7, and now it's 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Like 5-4.
Levis sets up to throw here. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down, Pollard again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
One final try here for Will Levis. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.